One man was chosen to lead a nation.
Sun, stand still over Gibbon!
Time to arrange these letters. Almost there. Perfect.
In the beginning of this story, there was an ending.
This is the land of which I swore to give Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, I will give it to your descendants. I have caused you to see it with your eyes, but you shall not cross over there.
The greatest leader Israel had ever known stood at the edge of his promise, close enough to see it, but called home before he could touch it.
Moses, my servant, is dead. Now then, you and all these people get ready to cross the Jordan River into the land I am about to give to them, to the Israelites. I will give you every place where you set your foot, as I promised Moses. Your territory will extend from the desert to Lebanon, and from the great river, the Euphrates, all the Hittite country, to the Mediterranean Sea in the west. No one will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Be strong and courageous, because you will lead these people to inherit the land I swore to their ancestors to give them. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
The great leader Moses was gone. In his place stood a man named Joshua, son of Nun. Once a slave in Egypt, now, by the word of the living God, the leader of a nation. This is his story, and it is a story unlike any other.
Officers, go through the camp and tell the people, get your provisions ready. In 3 days, you will cross the Jordan here to go in and take possession of the land the Lord your God is giving you.
For 40 years they had wandered. 40 years of desert sand and manna and the memory of chains. Now, at last, the land was near. And this man, this quiet, faithful man who had waited all his life for this moment, would lead them in. Now Joshua the son of Nun sent out 2 men from Acacia Grove to spy secretly.
Go, view the land, especially Jericho.
So they went.
Come inside before anyone sees you.
And came to the house of a harlot named Rahab.
Thank you.
And lodged there.
My king, men have come here tonight from the children of Israel to search out the country.
And it was told the king of Jericho.
Bring out the men who have come to you, who have entered your house, for they have come to search out all the country.
Yes, the men came to me, but I did not know where they were from.
And it happened as the gate was being shut, when it was dark, that the men went out. Where the men went I do not know. Pursue them quickly, for you may overtake them.
But she had brought them up to the roof and hidden them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order on the roof.
I know that the Lord has given you this land. Everyone here is melting in fear because of you. Your God, He is the God of heaven above and earth below. I have shown you kindness. Swear to me by the Lord that you will show kindness to my family.
Our lives for yours, if none of you tell this business of ours. And it shall be, when the Lord has given us the land, that we will deal kindly and truly with you.
Get to the mountain, lest the pursuers meet you. Hide there 3 days until the pursuers return. Afterward, you may go your way.
This oath you made us swear will not be binding on us, unless, when we enter the land, you have tied this scarlet cord in the window through which you let us down, and unless you have brought your father and mother, your brothers, and all your family into your house. If any of them go outside your house into the street, their blood will be on their own heads. We will not be responsible. As for those who are in the house with you, their blood will be on our head if a hand is laid on them. But if you tell what we are doing, we will be released from the oath you made us swear.
According to your words, so be it.
So she tied the scarlet cord in the window. They departed and went to the mountain, and stayed there 3 days until the pursuers returned. So the 2 men returned, descended from the mountain, and crossed over. And they came to Joshua the son of Nun, and told him all that had befallen them.
The Lord has surely given the whole land into our hands. All the people are melting in fear because of us.
It was flood season. The Jordan was not a gentle stream. It was a roaring, turbulent river that didn't care about promises or prophecies. And yet, here they stood, all of them, looking at the impossible.
Consecrate yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do amazing things among you.
Joshua had given the order. When the priests who carry the ark step into the water, watch closely. The people obeyed. And then, something happened. The waters stopped, heaped up far upstream at a city called Adam, and the people crossed on dry ground, all of them, every tribe, every family, every child and elder. The priest stood in the middle of that dry riverbed, holding the ark steady until the last person set foot on the western bank. Joshua commanded 12 men, one from each tribe, to take 12 stones from the middle of the Jordan. These stones would become a monument, a memory, so that when children asked, "What do these stones mean?" their parents could answer, "Israel crossed the Jordan on dry ground. God did this, so that all the peoples of the earth might know that the hand of the Lord is powerful, and so that you might always fear the Lord your God." The kings of Canaan had heard. They had watched from their walls as the Jordan stopped flowing, and their hearts melted like wax. But Israel paused. Before any battle, there was something more important than conquest. The rite of circumcision, which had lapsed during 40 years of wandering, was renewed. It was a covenant made fresh. A new generation consecrated themselves. They called the place Gilgal, rolling away, for God had rolled away the reproach of Egypt. And then came Passover. They ate the bread of the promised land for the very first time, parched grain and unleavened cakes. And the very next morning, the manna stopped. 40 years of heaven's bread, and it simply stopped. There was no need for it anymore. The land would feed them now.
Are you for us or for our enemies?
No, but as commander of the army of the Lord, I have now come.
What does my lord say to his servant?
Take your sandal off your foot, for the place where you stand is holy.
Holy ground, again. As Moses had stood before the burning bush in sandals suddenly unworthy of the moment, so Joshua stood before the commander of heaven's armies on the edge of the greatest battle of his life. And the first thing heaven asked of him was not strategy, not strength, but reverence. Jericho was shut up tight because of God's people. No one came out and no one went in. It was a city holding its breath. And then God spoke to Joshua and gave him perhaps the strangest battle plan in the history of warfare.
See, I have given Jericho into your hand, its king, and the mighty men of valor. You shall march around the city, all you men of war. You shall go all around the city once. This you shall do 6 days, and 7 priests shall bear 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark. But the 7th day you shall march around the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow the trumpets. It shall come to pass, when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when you hear the sound of the trumpet, that all the people shall shout with a great shout. Then the wall of the city will fall down flat, and the people shall go up every man straight before him.
Joshua called the people. He told them the plan. And here is what is remarkable. They obeyed. Not one voice in the entire company of hundreds of thousands said, "That sounds ridiculous." They simply marched.
Advance! March around the city!
"6 days, 6 silent marches. And high above on the wall, a scarlet cord hung from one small window, and a woman named Rahab waited with her family huddled close. Then on day 7, after marching for 7 times, something happened.
Shout, for the Lord has given you the city!
And so Joshua declared that only Rahab and all who were with her would be spared, because she had hidden the messengers. The people were warned to keep away from the devoted things and take nothing for themselves. All the silver and gold were set apart for the Lord and were to be placed in his treasury. The walls fell down flat. Then the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both man and woman, young and old, ox and sheep and donkey, with the edge of the sword. But Joshua had said to the 2 men who had spied out the country, "Go into the harlot's house, and from there bring out the woman and all that she has, as you swore to her." And the young men who had been spies went in and brought out Rahab, her father, her mother, her brothers, and all that she had. So they brought out all her relatives and left them outside the camp of Israel. But they burned the city and all that was in it with fire. Only the silver and gold and the vessels of bronze and iron they put into the treasury of the house of the Lord. And Joshua spared Rahab the harlot, her father's household, and all that she had. So the Lord was with Joshua, and his fame spread throughout all the country. God had been clear. Everything in Jericho belonged to him. All the silver, gold, and bronze into the Lord's treasury. Nothing was to be taken. Nothing. But one man, Achan, son of Carmi, of the tribe of Judah, saw something beautiful in the ruins and could not let it go. And the people did not know, not yet, but the next battle would tell them. Now Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is beside Beth-aven, on the east side of Bethel, and spoke to them, saying, "Go up and spy out the country." So the men went up and spied out Ai. And they returned to Joshua.
No need to send the whole army. 2,000 or 3,000 men can handle Ai. It's a small place.
So about 3,000 men went up there from the people, but they fled before the men of Ai. And the men of Ai struck down about 36 men, for they chased them from before the gate as far as Shebarim, and struck them down on the descent. Therefore the hearts of the people melted and became like water.
Alas, sovereign Lord, why did you ever bring this people across the Jordan to deliver us into the hands of the Amorites to destroy us? If only we had been content to stay on the other side of the Jordan.
Stand up. What are you doing down on your face? Israel has sinned. They have violated my covenant, which I commanded them to keep. They have taken some of the devoted things. They have stolen. They have lied. They have put them with their own possessions. That is why they cannot stand against their enemies. They turn their backs and run because they have been made liable to destruction. I will not be with you anymore unless you destroy whatever among you is devoted to destruction.
The next morning, Joshua assembled all Israel, tribe by tribe, then clan by clan, then family by family, then man by man, each step narrowing, like a slow light shining into a dark corner.
My son, give glory to the Lord. Tell me what you have done.
It is true. I have sinned against the Lord. When I saw a beautiful robe from Babylon, 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold, I wanted them. I took them. They are buried in the ground inside my tent.
Then Joshua, together with all the people, took Achan, the silver, the robe, the gold bar, his sons and daughters, his cattle, donkeys and sheep, his tent, and all that he had, to the valley of Achor. Joshua said, "Why have you brought this trouble on us? The Lord will bring trouble on you today." Then all Israel stoned him. And after they had stoned the rest, they burned them. Over Achan they heaped up a large pile of rocks. Then the Lord turned from his fierce anger. God spoke again.
Do not be afraid. Take all the soldiers with you. Rise up. I have given Ai into your hand. This time you may keep the livestock and plunder for yourselves.
Joshua was not the same commander he had been 3 days before. Something had been dealt with. Something had been made right. And so he set an ambush west of Ai and drew the men of Ai out, making them think Israel was retreating again. And then, when the city was emptied of its defenders, the ambush rose. Ai was taken from both directions. The king of Ai was hung on a tree until evening, and at sunset he was taken down and buried under a heap of stones at the gate of the city, which Joshua burned. Another heap of stones, another memorial. Every pile of stones in this story carries the weight of what God has done. And then, worship. Before any more battles, before any more marching, Joshua called the whole assembly together on the slopes of Mount Ebal. He built an altar of uncut stones. He copied the law of Moses on the stones in the sight of the children of Israel. He read every word, the blessings and the curses aloud. Every man, every woman, every child, every stranger, they all heard it. Victory first, Then the word. Always the word. Word of Israel's victories had spread across Canaan. The kings of the hill country, the lowlands, and the coast were preparing to join forces against the newcomers. But not everyone chose to fight. Some chose something cleverer.
We have come from a very distant country. We have heard of the Lord your God, and all he did in Egypt,
and all he did to the 2 kings of the Amorites. We are your servants. Make a covenant with us.
Perhaps you live near us. How can we make a covenant with you? We are your servants. This bread was still warm when we left home. Look at our sandals, worn out from the great journey.
And here is where the story inserts a quiet, important line. 5 words that echo down through the centuries. They did not ask the Lord. Joshua made peace with them and agreed to let them live. A covenant sworn before God, unbreakable. 3 days later, Israel discovered the truth. Gibeon was not far away at all. It was right there, in the heart of the land they were meant to take.
Why did you deceive us?
Because your servants were told that the Lord your God commanded Moses to give you all this land. We feared for our lives. We are now in your hands.
They had lied. They had deceived. And yet, they had also believed. They had been afraid of a God they had never met and fled to his people rather than against them. Joshua kept the covenant. He could not break an oath sworn before heaven. But he bound them. From this day forward, the Gibeonites would be woodcutters and water carriers for the house of God. And so they were, from that day forward, servants of the tabernacle. The people who tricked their way into a covenant ended up with the most intimate task of all, serving the place where God lived.
The 5 Amorite kings have united. They are marching against Gibeon because Gibeon made peace with us.
5 kings, 5 armies, marching against Gibeon. And Gibeon, Israel's new servants, their deceiving but believing servants, cried out to Joshua for help. Joshua could have let them fall. After all, they had lied. But a covenant was a covenant, and Joshua had made one. So he marched all night with his entire army. And God met him with a word.
Do not be afraid of them. I have given them into your hand. Not one of them will be able to withstand you.
But the battle was not finished. The enemies were fleeing, but Joshua needed more daylight to complete the victory. And so Joshua, this man of incredible faith, prayed a prayer that has never been repeated in human history.
Sun, stand still over Gibeon. Moon, stand still over the valley of Aijalon.
The sun stood still and the moon stopped for about a whole day. There has been no day like it before or since. A day when a man prayed to heaven and heaven rearranged the sky to answer him. The battle was won. All 5 kings were captured, hiding in a cave at Makkedah. Joshua made war a long time with many kings. There was not a city that made peace with the children of Israel except the Hivites, the inhabitants of Gibeon. All the others they took in battle. For it was of the Lord to harden their hearts, that they should come against Israel in battle, that he might utterly destroy them, and that they might receive no mercy, but that he might destroy them, as the Lord had commanded Moses.
Joshua, you are old and well advanced in years, and there is still very much land to be possessed. But I will drive out its inhabitants before the Israelites. Divide this land among the 9.5 tribes.
The hill country of Hebron shall be your inheritance, Caleb, because you wholly followed the Lord my God.
Joshua reminded the people of everything God had done, from the call of Abraham to the exodus from Egypt, to the crossing of the Jordan, to the fall of Jericho. Every victory came from the hand of the Lord.
Put away the gods that your fathers served beyond the river and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. And if it is evil in your eyes to serve the Lord, choose this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your fathers served in the region beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
This is the story of Joshua, a man who was afraid and became brave, a nation that was wandering and came home, a God who made promises across centuries and kept every single one. It is a story of stones and rivers and falling walls and standing suns. It is a story of a red rope hanging in the dark and a woman who believed before she had any reason to believe. It is a story about what we do with the land we are given, whether we will inhabit it fully or merely arrive at its border and stop. Choose this day whom you will serve. That invitation never expired. It echoes from Shechem across every age, across every generation that has ever stood at a crossroads with their whole life in front of them, asking what it will be built upon. Joshua answered for his house, and somewhere the question still hangs in the air, waiting for you.
Enjoying these animated Bible stories? Bring the inspiration home with faith-filled products from Judah Sketch Store. Be a light wherever you go. Shop faith-inspired apparel and gifts at judahsketchstore.com and share God's love with the world. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and see you in the next video.